your new pick?
Cooking with Kaya, cooking with Kaya. However I feel like it. Hey y'all, it's been a while since y'all seen me. So sorry, I don't know what happened. I really don't know what happened. I'm currently making breakfast right now. I woke up and well, first of all, today was my first day at school, so I woke up. Hold on a second. Like I was saying, oh, hold on. Let me put my eggs in the pan before the pan start burning or whatever. So like I was saying, today was my first day of school, and I'm so proud of myself because I got up on time and stuff. You know what? I actually did not get up on time. I wanted to get up at 5 o'clock in the morning because I wanted to go to the gym and get that off the way early in the AM, but I ended up waking up at 7 for my class at 8:30. I made it to class on time. That's a good thing always. Made it to class on time. And then went to the gym immediately after. And I was feeling like I have a lot on my mind, so I'm like, why not just pop in and chat with y'all and like see what's the deal? What's up with y'all, right? Okay, so boom. I was thinking earlier, I'm like, sometimes you need to remove yourself and or remove things from your life that do not serve you, because eventually everything that you currently possess will no longer serve you a purpose. That's the whole point of evolving and stepping into the next chapter of yourself. That's quite literally the whole thing, is saying goodbye to everything you once knew and stepping into mystery, taking that risk. And that's something I'm learning right now because I'm in a transition period. I burned my fingers. I'm in a transition period where I did let go of everything that I once had. I gave up my apartment to move back in with my parents. I gave up on my friends because I realized that the people I was spending time with were not serving me a benefit. Eventually, I'm going to be giving up my job and stepping into something new. I'm stepping into different hobbies and environments to place myself and play. Like, you know, I'm stepping into environments that serve my network well. And being able to do that is a blessing, but it's also a curse because it makes me feel like, oh my God, am I making the right steps? Am I doing this right? And that's kind of what I wanted today's, like, you know, little diary entry to be about, is to reassure myself that yes, you're supposed to feel like that. You're 100% supposed to feel like that. If you don't feel uncomfortable, you're not doing it right. And that's the truth. That's from like reading books and from people with personal experience, and it's on social media. It's not like it's a mystery. It's something that's common knowledge. But when you're living it, it feels so foreign. It feels so foreign. It really does. I'm just sitting here making breakfast right now because I missed breakfast this morning. Because I did wake up a little bit late for school. I'm not sure I did. So I'm just having some eggs and some sausage because I'm not cooking a whole 3-course meal. I'm not doing all that. But yeah. It was really honestly a brief moment, but I had been thinking about it. It was like a brief thought, I meant to say, but I had been thinking about it for almost like a week now. Like, you know what? Maybe I should actually speak on it. Because clearly this is an important topic. It won't leave my mind. Something's calling me to speak on this. So let me talk about that real quick. I really don't even know, like, shifting directions and talking about content creation and whatnot. I don't know which direction I want this channel to go in. And that's scaring me a little bit because I felt like I was doing so well with the video diaries and whatnot. But that's for me. What about eventually when I grow an audience? Like, I need to be able to produce content for y'all too, because this is a shared space. Like I talked about before when I said I want this to eventually evolve into a community for like-minded people. Like, yes, it's for me, but it's also for everybody else too, in the best way. In the best way. My eggs are finished, my sausage is finished. I'm low-key like starving like a dog. I just wanted to hop on here and like share a quick little word before my next, you know, like thought out, planned out video, which I'm not sure what it'll be, but whenever that is, y'all will know. Because y'all will be the first people to see it. Duh. But yeah, I did want to pop on here and just like share a piece of my mind for a little bit, and I need to eat and I wasn't doing anything else, and I was like, I had a lot on my mind, so let me cook and let me chat, and so that's that. Maybe we'll pick it up later. I don't know. I'm busy today. I'm super hectic because I started school today, like I said, and I'm taking morning and night classes. So I have a class at 8:30 in the morning, and then I have another class at 11:30 in the morning, and then I have a gap from like 1 o'clock until 5:30, and then I'm in class from 5:30 to 9:30 p.m. Busy, busy boy, busy boy, busy, busy boy. That's why I made sure I went to the gym in between those classes, because after class, I'm gonna be beat. I know I'm gonna be beat. But yeah, y'all, let me go eat breakfast. Maybe I'll pick it up. Maybe I just wanted to come in and drop a quick word. I don't know, we'll see. I love y'all though. So I did all that, and then the person I needed to talk to did not even pick up the phone. I'm trying to secure a studio space on campus because I don't have enough space. Y'all know I moved into my parents' house, so I lost out on a lot of space that I would normally have to work on like models and just for like sketches, like wall space to pen up sketches and to draw and like connect the papers, and you know, because it gets messy. I don't have enough space in here, and my walls are filled. If you haven't already known that, the walls are filled. Every wall is filled. So I need a studio space, and I'm trying to secure one at the school, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to secure one for today. So I'm just going to kick it in the student union, and we'll see we'll see if I secure a space, basically, is all I could say. But yeah, I'm thinking I want to take a nap. I'm not really too sure. I am thinking I probably need to get in the shower though, because I just got home from the gym. So I should probably wash that butt and then take a nap. Yeah. But I did want to chat with y'all for a little bit more. I have to open up my iPad. I'm sick of waiting to like talk about this topic when I can just do it now. Like, if I don't do it now, it's probably not going to get done, because the way that I'm envisioning the way for the video to go is like me like sitting in a grassy field, and I would have to look for a grass field because I'm in the desert and there's not a lot of grass out here. I'm thinking like grassy field, windy day. I would have to wait until it's like fall time because it's still 100 degrees outside. So I'm gonna just sit here and like go through that real quick, and then I'm gonna do whatever else I need to do for today. And then I think that's gonna be the end of my think piece for today, because I talked about 2 big things today. I'm so proud of me. Okay, I have my handy dandy iPad right here. We're about to get into the content, y'all. We're about to get into the content. And it has to do with like figuring out your 20s and deciphering your 20s. But for whatever reason, I just couldn't get myself. I think I talked about it in another video where I was so excited. I was so excited to talk about this topic and like make the video, and then I just didn't do it. So let's do that. Let's do that. So just thinking about like figuring out your 20s and navigating your 20s, I feel like there's so much that a person goes through developmentally, as far as like your brain. No, I'm kidding. But like as far as like lifestyle and relationships with family, relationships with friends, intimate relationships, your relationship with yourself. What else have I put in here? Career, finding a career, feeling like you're running out of time, societal competition, goals and rushing life, and being seen as an adult. And so I want to group those into 3 categories. Stay with me, y'all. Stay with me. Relationships, friendships, and relationships with family is grouped into relationships and friendships, okay? Career and real job. We'll get into that. Real jobs. But career and real jobs and feeling like you're running out of time, we can group that into career, money, and passions. And then societal competition, goals and rushing life, and being seen as an adult can be grouped into understanding self, essentially. I have little excerpts here. I have to refresh my memory, which I probably should have done like before I started the video, but I did this on a whim. The whole video was on a whim. I don't care. This is my channel. So look, relationships and friendships. Can I help you? And then you want to be all in my mouth. Get off the bed. Okay. So relationships and friendships, I feel like a lot of people our age feel like we need a relationship to feel that craving of love. And that's not necessarily true. Just because you need somewhere to put it doesn't mean you jump into a relationship with anybody and anything. That's how you end up in situations you wish you had never gone through. I'm not going to name nobody's situation. So I'm not going to give no examples, because who am I to tell you you made a bad decision? You get what I mean? But overall, take that and put it into your own context, you know? And I wanted to say amen to those in strong and serious relationships, but the truth of the matter is that I feel like in your 20s, you should be exploring your connection with yourself, which is 100% true. You don't even know yourself. You don't even know yourself, and you want to love somebody else? A lot of people in their 20s don't even have a regular everyday schedule. You still play with your own time, but you want to take somebody else's seriously? Yeah. We got to work on that, y'all. We got to work on that. I feel like we've lost the plot, honestly. We've lost the plot. To put it simply, I believe relationships are possible in this chapter, but they should not be the bane of your existence, you know? Like I was talking about earlier, life has a lot more to offer. I think self-love might be the second most important bond aside from God. Real shit. Real shit. Literally. So for career, money, and passions, I feel like a lot of the time there's a lot of pressure behind, like when we see family and whatnot, or if we're meeting up with colleagues, we feel like there's a lot of pressure to make sure you're doing a lot all the time. And that's how you end up in burnout. That's not great either. I feel like we should be okay with the steps and the chapters that we're in. As long as you're doing something, why are you always trying to pack more onto your plate? Yes, I get it, because I just talked about it earlier. Giving up everything you have for something new, and that's how you step into your evolution. But at the same token, be grateful for what you have in the moment. You'll know when it's time to pass on to the next chapter. If it doesn't feel right, you're not doing it right either. There is a wrong and a right way to do stuff. And sometimes that intuition is what'll tell you what's wrong and what's right. For understanding yourself, you know what? This one is a little hard. It's a little tricky because it's subjective. But like going to therapy is a big step. Just because you go to therapy does not mean something's wrong with you. Therapy is a tool for life. I feel like everyone should follow therapy. And I think that's all I really want to say on that, is that seek tools that will help you, because only you know what will help. Only you know what works. So make sure you're actively seeking help, because everybody needs it. Nobody could do this process by themselves. Nobody could do life by themselves. If life could be done by yourself, it would be easy. Duh, it's not easy for a reason. You need people. You need community. You do. And so it comes full circle, because when the time is right, you'll feel it. Like I said earlier, don't rush the process, and enjoy where you are, and be thankful that you have a new opportunity every day to create the life you want for yourself. Honestly, that's the truth. So yeah, y'all, that was the gist of my Deciphering Your 20s video. Maybe I'll I don't know, in another video, maybe I'll get real passionate about it again, and I'll actually sit down and have a deep dive. But that's an overview of all my thoughts of what I wanted to talk about, because recently I've just been feeling so lost in my 20s. Like, I moved back here with my parents. I didn't really know what I was doing. I felt like I was regressing. I wasn't progressing. And that's never a good feeling. But then when you sit back and you think about the purpose and the why and what's going to come from, what comes to fruition from this, no, I'm not regressing. I'm actually charging up so I can take 3 extra steps on top of the 1 extra step I was supposed to take. Like, I'm doing this to get ahead. And only I would know that, because I'm not sharing my business with everybody else, and neither should y'all. Neither should y'all. Don't show nobody your next step. Just, you're supposed to live your life for you. That's true. That's true. That's real true. But yeah, y'all, that's really all I wanted to speak on. I do have to get back to business, because I'm super packed and busy this week. I have a whole bunch going on. I did want to drop in and let y'all know I'm good. I'm good, and I'm still having think pieces. I'm just not recording them. Womp womp. But yeah, y'all, we'll catch up soon. I love y'all. Talk soon.